Now on CoastTV News.
Second effort at a first reading, Georgetown again takes up regulations that will govern the marijuana industry in town limits.
Safer for everyone, how Fenwick Island police are working to address driving and pedestrian safety concerns.
Beach Patrol, an inside look at the everyday operations of Rehoboth lifeguards who watch over all those swimmers.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Another attempt at allowing marijuana businesses. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with Georgetown heading back to the drawing board.
Tonight, once again, Town Council is holding another first reading on an ordinance that outlines regulations for recreational marijuana. It's a second first reading due to one big change. Live in Georgetown is Coast TV News anchor Mallory Metzner. Mallory, the big issue tonight is business hours.
Maddie, I'm outside of Town Hall where council members are getting ready to meet at 6:30. This is the ordinance that they will be reviewing tonight. It looks a lot like the previous version, except this time the opening hours are different for when marijuana businesses would be allowed to start their shops up in the morning. The previous proposed hours were 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. After some debate at the town council meeting earlier this month, the new hours were changed to 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday through Friday and 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Saturday. The town is sticking to keeping these retail operations closed on Sundays and keeping them 1,000 feet away from churches, childcare facilities, schools, and rehab centers. People in Georgetown continue to have strong opinions for and against the drug. Now, if the ordinance is ultimately approved, there would be some limitations here. Only 2 would be allowed in town limits, and they would be limited to the commercial district along Route 113. We'll stay on this story and have updates from the meeting tonight on Coast TV News at 11. I'm Mallory Metzner, live in Georgetown, Coast TV News.
Mallory, thank you. And on that note, this month, the Delaware Office of Marijuana Commissioner announced the launch of a new application and mapping tool, all designed to support social equity in the state's marijuana industry. The eligibility for the Social Equity Program license hinges on specific criteria outlined in Delaware law, some relating to conviction history and residency in Delaware. According to the Commissioner's office, the program is designed to create a more inclusive marijuana industry by providing opportunities for those disproportionately impacted by past marijuana laws.
Fenwick Island police say there's been a lot of bad behavior on the roads recently, and as Kevin Zappe shows us, there's one big issue that police want to fix, but it's dividing opinions in town.
If you press the crosswalk button, you should have the right of way, but cars in Fenwick Island keep on driving. Fenwick Island police say this is a constant problem, as well as bicyclist safety and people not following this U-turn sign. Something David Young says can be a real danger to people.
They totally ignore it. When you pull up there, it's right in your face, so you ought to be able to understand that you're not supposed to make a U-turn there. And lots of times when people are crossing, it's dangerous.
Coast TV had an exclusive interview with Fenwick Island Chief of Police Michael Morrissey, who says this is a top priority.
Right now, my officers are strictly enforcing the no U-turn sign, along with cutting through the parking lots of Seashell City and Town Hall.
With a plan set, Chief Morrissey hopes this will stop these certain issues in their town. But Jim Hallnick thinks drivers aren't the problem. The location of the signs are.
They're too high. The people with small cars can't see them. Yeah, so you're defeating your purpose.
The Fenwick Island Police Department hopes that by addressing these issues, that the town will be safer and stronger together. I'm Kevin Zappe in Fenwick Island, Coast TV News.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, what issues should police be focusing on?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Take a look at your screen. 60% now say drivers obeying sign. 34% want bicyclists to be the focus. Only 6% are worried about those crosswalks.
And that's remained low there for that 6%, but these numbers might change throughout the evening. If you go vote right now at coasttv.com or use our Coast TV mobile app, we'll update them tonight at 11. New in Dewey Beach, a 3-car crash caused the intersection of Route 1 and Reed Avenue to be shut down this afternoon for about 2 hours. Here you can see the extent of the damage. Officials say that this was just after 1:30 p.m. The crash involved a Chevrolet Equinox, a Jeep Wrangler, and a Honda Odyssey. Police say investigations show that the Equinox collided with the rear of the Wrangler. The impact then caused the Wrangler to drift forward and strike the Odyssey. The force of this caused the Equinox to overturn at the intersection, and the driver of the Equinox was trapped inside the car, freed and then airlifted to Christiana Medical Center. The occupants of the Jeep Wrangler and the Honda Odyssey were not hurt.
Delaware State Police have identified Shayla Montgomery as the 18-year-old who was killed Friday in a crash on Route 1. Tragic circumstances here. According to officials, Montgomery got out of her car looking for her phone when she stepped into the road and was struck by a car. Delaware State Police ask anyone who witnessed that crash, please contact them. The city of Lewis and Del Dot are nearing the final leg of their Lewis Bike Plan, and they want to hear from you. According to Del Dot, the Lewis Bike Plan seeks to create a community that encourages walking and bicycling for fun, errands, and commuting. Officials have also outlined a goal of having safe and well-designed walkways and bikeways. You can view the plan on Del Dot's website and submit any comments you may have on the draft plan by June 28th.
On that note, the Lewis Bicycle and Pedestrian Advisory Committee will be getting together this week to talk about a couple different topics on biking. The city will discuss where bike racks could be placed at George H.P. Smith Park. Officials are also going to be looking into the idea of creating a bike infrastructure subcommittee. All of this will be talked about tomorrow at 5:30.
If you are planning to vote in Fenwick Island's upcoming election, we have some key information you'll want to remember. Voting for the Council of Fenwick Island is August 3rd from 1 to 5 at Town Hall. Absentee ballots are available for any registered voter who's not able to show on Election Day. You must call Town Hall before August 2nd and request a ballot, and the ballot must be received by 5 p.m. on August 3rd.
Now let's go ahead and step outside for a moment here as we take a live look into the Rehoboth area. Gorgeous day to be at the beach, although not a lot of folks out there at the moment. Let's check in with our first alert chief meteorologist, Paul Williams.
Chances are that the heat, the humidity over the weekend spooked folks away for Monday. But, we actually got away with a pretty decent day with low humidity. And we'll be okay for Tuesday. But by Wednesday, we're back in full regalia of the heat and the humidity. Our Hershey's exterior camera in Ocean City, once again highlighting how beautiful it is. And the winds are at about 22 miles per hour. That also makes it feel a little bit more tolerable as well. Temperatures will fall into the mid-70s with mostly clear skies for tonight. We're currently in the 80s in a lot of locations, 84 in Milford and Milton. It's also 84 degrees in Indian River Inlet. We were tracking the heat index numbers from earlier, 89 right around the early morning hour, 7 o'clock, and then we looked at 91 right around mid-morning. And so we peaked at about 95 for the heat index throughout the afternoon, but then we settled in for the rest of the day and this evening. Coming up, we're going to be talking about that heat making a comeback by Wednesday. But right now, back to you, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. The town of Selbyville has implemented a code to conserve water supplied by the town. The town says that if you want to water your lawn to use sprinklers, you can only do that between 6 and 8 p.m. The rule is in effect until October 1st.
The city of Rehoboth Beach is holding its 4th of July fireworks show on Saturday, July 6th. That brings a lot of fun, but also a lot of closures, so plan ahead. The bandstand area will be closed from 6 to midnight on July 6th. Beginning at 7, only bus traffic and homeowners will be allowed on Henlopen and Surf Avenues. Now with these road crossings, also remember there's no parking zones at Surf Avenue, Grenoble Place, and Surfside Place.
Over in Georgetown, Johnson Road between Lawson Road and Avalon Road is now closed. Today, crews begin working on installing a crossroad pipe, and the work is expected to last until July 5th.
We are just getting started.
Still to come, keeping Ocean City clean, an upcoming collaborative cleanup that you can take part in to make an environmental difference on the coast.
And enjoy the break from the heat advisory conditions today, but by midweek, we'll be back in the 100s for our heat index. More on that in a moment.
But first, we'll show you what a day in the life looks like for the Rehoboth Beach Patrol when we come back in just 60 seconds.
to your new Hyundai for only a penny down and score interest-free financing at Pohanka Hyundai of Salisbury. Get in the game for just a penny down and find 0% APR for 5 years on select new Hyundais. Get ready to pick up some major coins because we're dropping our highest trade values ever. And for a bonus level, all new Hyundais come with Hyundai Assurance, America's best warranty. Delmarva's driving game is more fun when you level up at Pohanka Hyundai.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Now that we're deep into June, beaches like Rehoboth are becoming packed with visitors. Spending time at the beach, going for a swim in the ocean. Perfect way to spend a summer day.
But without the lifeguards, swimming in the ocean could be more of a safety risk than a fun activity.
Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber shows us how hard the Rehoboth Beach Patrol works every day to make sure everybody can have a fun and safe time.
Every morning from Memorial Day weekend to mid-September, you will find the Rehoboth Beach Patrol huddling together at 9 a.m. before they start their day. Although guards do not sit at their stands until 10 a.m., they must arrive an hour early in order to get a workout in before the day begins. Every workout is grueling, but Henry Bright, a roving sergeant for the Beach Patrol, says there is a reason for that.
We train every day as if the next day is going to be our worst day, so that we're ready to operate once that day does roll around, especially as we get towards later in the season when the waves start to pick up. We're ready to go, and we're used to operating with higher amounts of exertion.
The guards push each other every day to get stronger and work harder.
2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Everyone's expected to be at a certain level physically because the public depends on us. And 1 weak link can really mean the difference between somebody going home and somebody not.
After the morning workout, the guards gather their things and head to their assigned stand for the day to set up. Throughout the day, the guards rotate who sits and who goes and does another workout. And yes, you heard that correctly, another workout. But don't worry, they get a lunch break. Being a lifeguard is so much more than a job. This group of 50 people is a family who have fun and rely on each other to get through tough times on the job.
There's people on this patrol that I know are going to be in my wedding. And that's just an incredible privilege to have met those people and to be doing the work that we're doing, helping people and saving lives sometimes.
Each and every guard on this patrol lives by one important rule.
Do the work that needs to be done to make sure everyone goes home.
For over 100 years, the Rehoboth Beach Patrol has been working hard to keep people safe. So the next time you come to Rehoboth Beach, make sure you thank a lifeguard for all of their service and dedication. In Rehoboth Beach, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
As we're lining up your putt for your golf forecast, listen, it's going to be warm again. It's going to start creeping up slowly and steadily this week. But Tuesday, we're still going to be good. Mostly sunny, high of 91. Drink plenty of water.
Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app today.
The big issues: abortion, civil rights, healthcare. When Trump policies were attacking our rights, County Executive Matt Meyer fought back. Now Trump is promising a national abortion ban and huge cuts to healthcare coverage. Matt's healthcare plan will reduce costs, not coverage, by increasing competition on the exchange. And Matt's plan will protect women's access to abortion, always. So call Matt Meyer. Tell him you support his plans to protect Delaware values.
Oh, porches. Hello, aren't you the guy I see on TV, the porch protection guy?
Yeah, I would say.
So they're made of marine grade materials that last for years?
Yeah, I would.
And they say I could use my porch all year round?
I think so.
And they keep the dirt, pollen, and rain and wind out? And the custom made right here locally?
They are.
I got to run, but it was really nice talking to you.
Well, it was nice talking to you too.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
It's sign and drive time at both IG Burton Buick GMC locations in Lewis and Glen Burnie. Drive home in a new Buick Encore GX with 0 down payment, 0 first month's payment, and 0 security deposit. Or take advantage of discounts up to $87.50 off Buick Enclave and Buick Envision SUVs. Plus, 0.9% APR with no payments for 3 months is available. When it comes to discounting Buicks and GMCs in Delaware and Maryland, nobody beats a Burton deal. Nobody.
Hi, I'm Sussex County farmer Blaine Hitchens, and I plant cover crops to improve my soil health. Cover crops help with nutrient cycling, weed suppression, and also reducing our input costs. I'm also improving water quality and my soils are more productive, increasing my yield and bottom line. Healthy soils produce healthy crops. Cost share signups are going on now. To take advantage of the financial assistance, stop by the Conservation District to enroll in the Cover Crop Cost Share program because every acre counts.
Faster internet is better. That's why Extreme is increasing speeds and lowering prices, giving you more go, more whoa, more vroom, and boom for less. Get Internet 250 with whole home Wi-Fi 360 Pro for just $19.99 a month for a year. Plus, call now and get a $100 credit on your internet package. New faster speeds, new lower prices. Call 844-EXTREME2.
So a few of my friends and I, we decided we're gonna go on this journey for getting braces. I did have an overbite at the time, so I just came in for a consultation and I absolutely enjoyed my first meeting. She showed me the teeth and how my teeth would look with the metal braces. They explained to me that would be the better option and they said, trust the process. And that's what I loved about Dr. Shulman. They made me feel confident, you know, to get me this beautiful smile.
Gorgeous sunshine for today, and not so much in the way of that oppressive humidity that would make it a bit of an oppressive kind of a day, but we still enjoy plenty of sunshine. Our Tyndall's Casual Furniture camera in Laurel, we're holding at about 85 degrees with the winds out of the northwest, 14 miles per hour. Now we'll go from the 80s while the sun is still up back to the lower 70s when we have mostly clear skies. The winds are still a little active. In fact, so much so, a small craft advisor is still active for us. And so it's been a bit breezy. Now this is going to be extended throughout the rest of the evening. So with that in mind, that breeziness actually works in our favor for it to feel more comfortable. High pressure system located way up here throughout the Ohio Valley region has a wide girth of influence, bringing that surge of drier air from the north to our neck of the woods, making us feel a little bit better. 89 for the high, Georgetown today. We warmed to 91 in Ocean City and 90 degrees for the high in Salisbury. We are currently holding in the 80s. 84 in Milton, for example, 85 Millsboro, and 85 degrees also in Seaford, Georgetown, as well as Del Mar. Now, once again, it's the moisture content in the atmosphere. That's the big deal. You see how we're now in the 40s and 50s? That makes a tremendous difference. See that difference between the air temperature and the dew point temperature? The wider that distance, the drier the air, the less it feels like a muggy day. Just sunshine, not as humid. And we expect that tomorrow. Although temperatures are tuning up a little bit higher. It's 90 in Milford, 81 for the high in Rehoboth Beach, but 89 for the high in Georgetown, Seaford, and Laurel. We're looking for 88 in Cambridge, 89 Easton, 90 for us in Vienna, and we're warm to sunshine, but not so humid this time. 90 for us in Salisbury, Snow Hill, as well as Berlin. So we break down our details for Tuesday. In the 60s, winds out of the northwest, clear skies. Tuesday afternoon, winds shift direction in the 80s. But that's okay. That's the norm for this time of the year. Wednesday is when it gets a little dicey because we start off in the 80s. And listen, we're going to have the winds coming out of the south and we have more moisture accumulating. So that's one concern. The other one is that we have some late night, early morning rain that's going to push through for Thursday. Now, this rain hits when it's supposed to while most of us are asleep. It's going to give us a treat for Thursday. Take a look at that treat. You see, we're elevated Wednesday, but then by Thursday, we just drop right there. That's what we want that rain to do, along with the cold front. But what is it going to feel like for Wednesday? Well, listen, here's the spoiler alert. It's going to go back to feeling like 100 degrees throughout most of the interior of the Delmarva Peninsula. So for tonight, starry skies and 62. Winds out of the northwest. Tomorrow, sunshine, but not as humid, okay? But beautiful, so go ahead and enjoy the beach. Wednesday, that's when we go back to being hot and the humidity kicks back in. 94, feeling like 100 degrees. The whole summer spiel kicks back in. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling Extended Forecast. We'll dip our way to the 80 on Friday, then we go back to being hot into the weekend.
Paul, thank you. Well, do you want to participate in a fun beach cleanup event in Ocean City this summer? Here's what you need to know if this sounds like something you want to be a part of. On July 11th, various environmental groups will hit the OC Sands with volunteers from 8 to 10. You can meet at 4th Street and the Boardwalk. Volunteers are being asked to bring your own bags, but the town will take care of disposing the trash properly. Once all the trash is dropped off, there will be weighing of the garbage to see how much they got.
The Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
What's going on, everybody? A standout in Berlin has announced where he is taking his talents. Now, this athlete is a star on the court and the gridiron, and his decision lies on the field. David Chandler will play college ball at the University of Virginia. He is one of 3 skill players from Stephen Decatur's 2A state title team headed to play Division I. Chandler is listed as a 3-star defensive back and is a standout on both sides of the ball. Chandler still has another season with Stephen Decatur, both on the gridiron and the court, before he takes his talents to the college level. Congratulations to David Chandler. And in Flyers news, Matt V. Mishkov is set to join the Flyers in the 2024-25 season. According to the Flyers, the 19-year-old is dynamic and a prolific winger with superstar potential. When they drafted him at 7th overall in the summer, the organization felt that he was, and they quote, unlike anyone they have. Danny Briere labeled this NHL draft class as critical for the Flyers rebuild, and Mishkov is at the top of that list. That'll do it for sports for now. Have a great night, everybody.
Soaring Over the Shore is sponsored by Morse Roofing and Siding.
A tributary of the Chesapeake Bay, the Nanticoke's importance sprawls and ranges from economic to environmental.
According to DelawareWatersheds.org, the Nanticoke is one of the Chesapeake's healthiest rivers. 725,000 acres of the watershed helps plants and animals. Lots of properties on the National Register of Historic Places line the Nanticoke's banks, and according to the Nanticoke Watershed Alliance, the river has the highest concentration of bald eagles in the northeastern U.S. So whether you boat, float, or simply walk by, the Nanticoke's significance continues.
Is a kitchen remodel on your to-do list?
Paul Davis offers an easy 3-step kitchen refacing solution. Step 1, we bring the showroom to you. Step 2, we give you the exact price that day. Step 3, our certified installers complete it in days, not weeks.
A revitalized kitchen without the disruption.
At half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel.
In the style and color you've always wanted. Last chance to get 20% off your new kitchen, plus a free trash can pullout or no payments until 2025.
Call Paul Davis today or visit our showroom.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Don't miss Johnny Janosik's Independence Day sale. Add a little sparkle to your home with Delaware's guaranteed lowest prices, plus an extra $100 off and 0% APR till 2027. Going on now at Johnny Janosik.
Are leaves and debris causing issues with your gutter? No need to risk climbing a shaky ladder ever again. We have the permanent solution. Gutter Helmet, America's #1 choice in gutter protection for over 40 years. Engineered to manage the heaviest of rainfalls, letting water flow freely. And the best part, never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. The lifetime warranty is transferable, so you can rest assured that you'll never have to replace your gutter helmet system. And right now, save 20% on your new gutters and Gutter Helmet. Call Gutter Helmet today for your free estimate.
I used to work at a restaurant. I figured out that wasn't for me, so I started doing my research and I found this program.
I can come in after work for the night classes.
Being able to earn while I learn has set myself up for financial freedom.
The adult ed program has helped me be licensed by age of 21 and have a great career ahead of me.
I would recommend this program.
Check out Sussex Tech Adult Education online today.
And see how you can earn while you learn with registered apprenticeship and health profession programs at Sussex Tech Adult Education.
Play new Cash Pop from the Maryland Lottery. Just pick a number from 1 to 15 for a chance to win cash, like the $2,500 top prize. Woo! Cash Pop. Cash Pop. Put a little pop in your day.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coastwide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
Let's make your outdoor living space more fun at Johnny Janosik's July 4th Outdoor Furniture Sale. Get $100 off your purchase of $9.99 or more, plus 0% APR till 2027. Going on now at Johnny Janosik.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Outside we go, and we're at 83 degrees with winds at about 22 miles per hour. A nice breeze that makes it at least more comfortable now that the humidity is a bit on the low side. It will sink down to the mid to low 70s under clear skies for tonight, 10 o'clock. Small craft advisory updated to now be extended until 11 o'clock for this evening. 20 to 25 mile per hour wind, so let's be mindful of that. Also, keep up with your forecast with our weather line, sponsored by Baird, Dallas, Brockstead, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Tuesday, we're going to be okay, but Wednesday, we're going back to being really hot and humid again, Maddie.
Well, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight on Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.